it's Tams. Today we have my mom with me, Kathy.
Hello everyone.
And we are making Ahu, Chamorro Ahu. And Mom, what's Ahu?
Ahu is a tropical, soupy, sweet dessert.
And it's delicious, so join us in the kitchen.
So to start, we have what we call Manna, which is the young coconut. And you can find this in any Asian store in the frozen section. Make sure it says young coconut, not grated coconut. So what I did here is it comes in a little package and it's defrosted, and then I just put it in a strainer and drained it out a little bit, so you just have the meat of it. We have coconut water to start. A lot of people don't use coconut water. They prefer just using water and sugar. But for me, I really love the flavor that comes out of the coconut water. And so we'll start by, I put everything together. It's super duper easy, guys. So I just pour in both containers of coconut water. This is about 1 liter size. And again, as far as sweetness, it's to your preference. I like it a little sweet. And so I have here, after I pour this in, what I'm gonna pour in with it is I'm gonna combine 1 cup of sugar. So now we're gonna take this to the stove and we're gonna heat it up until the sugar dissolves. And that is step number 1. So now you're just gonna set your heat to medium high. So we have the coconut water and we have the sugar. And what we're gonna do is not exactly bring it to a boil, but just until you get the sugar dissolved into the coconut water. Okay, the next part is we have tapioca starch, and these are really easy to find at any Asian store, actually even any Mexican store. And what I do is I add some tapioca starch to the manna. Let's try, we'll start, this is about maybe 2 packages of frozen manna. So let's do 3. We want to make like droppings of the manna, of the young coconut, into the coconut water. Some people make a lot of chunks, and some people don't like a lot of manna coconut into their ahu, but I like a lot of meat. Growing up, we used to go in the backyard and just pick the coconut, husk it, and prep it to make ahu with my mom. See, and that's all you do. You're just gonna mix this together like that. And then we're also gonna thicken up the ahu water with a little bit of tapioca and this is about 1 cup maybe? About 1 cup of water. And we're just gonna dissolve that into this water.
How much are you putting in?
I would say 2 tablespoons as well. Now that the sugar is all dissolved, and it's not really at a rapid boil, but a slow boil, what we're gonna, there's 2 ways to add your manna. You can either spoon it down and just take chunks of spoon and make drops. I prefer to string it. So
use your hands.
So we use our hands. This is how my mom did it while I was growing up, and just make little chunks go into the pot. So that's all you do. You keep adding the manna. Again, a lot of people don't like a lot of, we call it the meat of the ahu, but I like a lot. You can make it in a bowl like this. You can make little balls or shreds. I like it to shred, because I like a lot. Okay, you really don't want to mess it too much, especially if you want to keep the balls in place. But see, I like it stringy. There are some balls, just to show you some example. And if you use a wooden spoon, you scrape the bottom of the pot to make sure nothing is sticking, but it's just starting to float to the top. So the next step, after they start floating to the top, when the manna start floating to the top, you know it's ready. And now what we want to do is thicken the soup a little bit. So here's the tapioca water that we made earlier. And so we gotta stir it again because it's settled to the bottom. So you wanna stir that. may not have to use all of this. So we're just going to pour, and you can see the consistency of how thick you want your ahu. So you start with maybe half of that and keep stirring it. And then you can also check with your wooden spoon and see how thick. Yummy. How thick you want the ahu. And that is all. That is as easy as that. And it's delicious.
Okay, so we just made ahu. It was super simple, only like 3 or 4 ingredients?
4 ingredients.
A lot of people like it hot or cold. I think I prefer it more cold than hot. My brother likes it hot as well. So anyways, thank you for joining us. Be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and we are
Out of here!
well, you have to go up.
Out of here!
No.
Oh.
This one.
Oh.
Okay. And we are out of here.